Okay, I'm going to practice my ABCs. And for my letters, I have some different things that I do to help me remember the sounds they make. So I'm going to show those to you too. First, I'll do the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And when I do each of my letters, I know that each one makes a different sound. So I'm going to show you some little tricks that I remember, my friends in my class remember. This letter is C, and the C says K. I make a C with my hand to help me remember. The C says K. Here's M. M I call my yummy letter because he says like if you ate something really yummy. I have Y for yo-yo. So when I do my Y sound, I pretend like I have a yo-yo and I do y, y. The Y says y, y. V is my vacuum letter. He makes the sound like if I'm going to vacuum the room. Here's T, says t, 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 t. H, I call this one my spicy letter. The H says W is my windy letter. When I make that sound, I can feel the wind move my cheeks. W, w, w. The W says w. Next, I have letter D. I call this my donkey letter, and I imagine like if I have a cookie and I'm gonna dunk it in milk, says D, D, D. Here's A. I call this one my fruity letter because I remember that apple starts with A and apple's a fruit. It says A. Here's F. For this one to remember, I pretend like I'm going fishing. Fishing. Go like this and catch a fish. The F says. Here's B, like a bouncing basketball, says B, 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 B. E is for elephant. And when I say elephant in sign language, I put my hand here and I make myself a trunk. The E says X for X-ray. Takes a picture of my bones. So I make the letter X with my arms. X says X, X. U for umbrella. So I can pretend like I'm holding an umbrella. It helps me remember. The U says K, I remember like a lock and a key. The K says k, k. I turn my key. I, the word itchy makes the same sound. I says it. So I'm gonna itch, it. I says it. Q says qu for queen, and she has a crown, so I pretend like I'm putting on my crown, like I'm a royal letter. The Q says qu. The O says ah. J says j. And I remember that because I juggle some balls. J. N says for nail or even nails. So I can pretend to use a hammer and nails. Or I can pretend to paint my nails. The N says L for light. And I need to flip the switch to turn my light on and off. That's how I remember. The L says oh. S says S. I make the S. R, I call him my bossy letter. He says because he's just so bossy. He says R. P, I call my popcorn letter. He does like pop. Imagine little pieces of popcorn popping. Pop. Z, just like that for a zipper, I'm going to zip my jacket up and down. Z says Z. And the G, sometimes my mouth wants to tell me to say J, but because G sounds like it, but really the G says G. And if I touch my throat, I can feel it move when I make that sound. The G says G. So if you use these tricks, they might help you remember your letters. Have fun, my friends.